On talking trophies, buddies. Alright.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back. You know it's Air Raid. And this week we're going to be having a laugh. Last week was a laugh. Dame is back. This guy was, he pulled a sickie on us. How you feeling now? You feeling
sick.
good?
I was sick that day, but I'm good now.
Well, it was 2 weeks ago actually that we recorded that.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, and I was bedridden.
Was it COVID or?
No.
You feeling
It was
good?
just that flu, you know, that flu that's been going around, that super flu. Yeah, man, just like I had like a real bad throat and just sneezing non-stop.
Because they sneezing sound.
Did you?
I would have thought you said hachu or something, bro, but I don't know. But yeah, man, it's been a while since we recorded. We had a couple of good episodes. The last week one was nice too.
Yeah.
I got back from Malaysia. That was a laugh. Had a quick trip there. Quick break.
Got married up.
Got engaged up, to a thing. No, I'm joking. these rings are deceiving. Went for a quick holiday in Malaysia, had a laugh, but we're back now. Make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, we love new subscribers. We like to see those numbers go up. Yeah. We're not crazy about it, but like it shows us that people are engaging, new people are getting into our content, and they like what we do. So chuck us a subscribe if you're new here, and if you're already been subscribed, just hit us with that like. So this week on Air Raid, we're still keeping it in the family.
Yeah, it's a family episode.
This is a family episode. We got two cousins. We got Ahmed's already been on. Me and Ahmed had a one-on-one episode. Ahmed's a interesting cousin of mine. We've had him on, but we've had him on another episode, but the episode cut out. Remember last time we had the episode, the audio file got corrupted. But we got our boy back, Ahmed Hamid. What are you saying?
Sure the audio was corrupted, or you corrupted the audio?
Yeah, low-key corrupted.
I'm not sure, Ahmed. You know like that? You gotta double check that.
We got Ahmed here. Ahmed, how you feeling, cuz?
I'm feeling good.
But you had a long day at work, man. You come here, smash out a podcast.
Yeah.
Ride the e-scooter.
Right.
Not today, mate.
And then we got a new guest. He hasn't been on Air Raid. He hasn't been on Talk Trophies at all, actually. And
It's the debut.
It's the debut. We got Ali Africano or Ali Sheikh? Which one you want?
Whatever. I like both, Whatever you... Ali Sheikh is my real name. Ali Africana is my street name.
But obviously he's in the streets doing his thing. Positively for the community. We love your work, Ali, too.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. How you feeling, man?
Not bad, not bad. This is my first time actually doing something like this. And it's good to do it with family members,
Yeah.
It's a good feel, Yeah.
We even had Hassanin on last time.
Hassanin?
Hassanin, we had Hassanin on
I wish
last time.
Hassanin was here today.
Hassanin would have been a laugh. Hassanin would have been a laugh. But don't stress. Have a laugh. It'll be an easy episode, man. So this is how Air Raid works. We just throw out a bunch of topics, things that's going on around the world, and we just have discussions on it. Most of you guys don't know the topics we'll talk about. We just go through it and we have a laugh, So the first topic on Air Raid is what happened in the NRL. So obviously teams, they want to show their support. We're going to be jumping in straight. This is a big topic. We've been ducking this topic a bit because it's a bit controversial, but
We're going to hop in it.
We got to hop on it today because Air Raid, we're having a laugh. But pretty much I'll get like the right details. So what happened was there's a team in the NRL called the Manly Sea Eagles. And this week, 7 of their players decided not to participate in one of the games or not play. So they said, we're stepping out because of religious reasons. And the reason why was because the team were having it was like a pride week or something for the team that game. And they were going to wear the pride colors to show support to the LGBTQ plus community. And these players said, due to religious reasons, we want to sit out. They did get a bit of backlash. And what do you think your thoughts on it is? Should players be allowed to do that? Or should they not be? Is it wrong for what they did?
Let's say at work, they asked you to do it with your uniform. I don't know, maybe you're wearing a suit or whatever, and I asked you to chuck a badge on for the day or something. What would you do?
Why would you chuck the curveball back at me? This guy just trying to chuck me straight in the deep end, man.
Nah, I'll play.
Chuck me there. What are you saying? I asked you.
Personally, for those guys, they're entitled to their belief, their faith, and I think they never said that they were against it. They just said they wanted to stand in their faith, which is they're just being for their faith. So I know if there's no disrespect there, it's not like they're going, these people, are saying anything about them or the community. Like everyone's entitled to their own right.
Exactly. I agree with you, Damien. I think we live in a country where freedom of speech is very important, and everyone deserves freedom of speech and religious rights. I think if they believe that they're not comfortable of showing support in that type of way, I think it's okay. You know, you can't force someone to support you. You know, and they didn't disrespect them. They just said, you know, we don't want to participate. You know, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, because it works both ways. If you want someone to believe in you, you need to believe in them. That's what I believe. You know, so you can't choose which angle when you want it to be. End of the day, like everyone's like, you don't need everyone's support to be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're happy, you're happy. You know, you can't get the whole world supporting you for your cause. You know, when we're Muslim, we're Muslim, we're African, we're black, and all that. I never asked anyone ever to support me. You know, I just want to respect me, and that's all you need. You know, that's my personal opinion. But yeah,
what about
you? Got something to say?
Honestly, yeah. To be very honest, like kudos to them. Like they stood down just because of their religion, and if they were to do that, then they should be respected as much as the people who wanted to have their Pride Week for their own beliefs and their faiths. I don't think there was anything wrong with what they did.
But I'll chuck you a curveball, but so there is a openly gay player in the Adelaide United. His name is Josh Cavallo, and he said, by them doing that, other players that might be in their team that want to maybe come out of the closet may not be comfortable expressing their sexuality because players in their team are doing that. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's the curveball there, you see?
I get what he's saying, but the problem with that is people are looking for people's... Like, I don't need someone to tell me I'm comfortable who I am. I don't need the world or people around me. All I need is respect. Just respect me. And I don't... Respect is just by... if you don't like if you don't like my skin color, you don't like my religion, that's your problem. You know what I mean? You're gonna have the hate. I don't need validation from the world to make me feel who I am. But if there's people in the team that identify from that community, if people in the team are not like the people in the team respecting them, it should be okay. You know, because at the end of the day, it's like they didn't say, oh, we want to do this because we don't like that community. They said because it's our religious. You know, it's a very valid reason. You know.
But how are we gonna how are we gonna move on as a world? I'm gonna ask the questions that trigger the conversation. How are we gonna move on in a world where, for example, like you saying, I'm not gonna support you, so I'm not gonna wear this. Like in the modern world, how does everyone fit in? And as well, how does people express their religious beliefs as well? Saying, because it's clear in the religions they say like, we do not support this. It's clear. Islam says it. Christianity says it. They say we do not support this. But at the same time, how do we live in a world where we say we don't support this, but you can live your life and we respect you? That's the question I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I think like my point of view, like this is how I've always taken this perspective on it, or this is my take on it, and this is what I like live out. It's like I let them know where I stand on it, but it's just going like but my attitude towards you will not change based on who you are. Like I'm not gonna treat no one different because of their sexuality, their culture, their gender, nothing like that. I'm gonna still love you as a person and treat you respectfully as a person. I'm not gonna discriminate against you or nothing like that. But I feel like what I don't like is like just because I state because of my faith, this is what I believe. That isn't a shade or a disrespect towards you, or I'm not discriminating you because of that. It's just that's my belief. In the same way, I feel you want me to respect your pride is the same way I want you to respect my faith. And I think that's my take on it. But
I'll ask you a question then, since you said that.
Yeah.
That's you saying, oh, I don't like that part of you. Like I don't respect that part like of you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That means that's a massive part of their identity. You know what I mean? Like people that come out, that's their identity. Like, hey, this is my sexuality. Yeah. It's a part of my identity. So by you saying that
I don't support
it, it's saying that you don't support a major part of their identity.
No, it's just more so like you're entitled to your own decisions, regardless of what your decisions is. Like, and like for me, for like my faith, like there's no levels to sin, right? So it's just like whatever you choose to go with. Like that's I'm not gonna judge you or change my attitude towards you. I'm still gonna love you as a person because like that person's no different than someone. Like in my eyes, that person's no different from anyone else that is just like, doing their own thing. Like if someone wants to identify being a party animal, I'm not gonna take shade or disrespect them. If someone wants to take pride in their sexuality, I'm not gonna take shade and like use that against them. Like I'm not God. I'm not gonna judge them. Like that's not me. And that's like my take. I'm still gonna love them wholeheartedly. That's like, to me, at the end of the day, like that's a person, that's a human being, that's beautiful. And so like I'm never gonna like disrespect them, or my attitude will never change towards them. You know, like and it's happening within workplaces. You know, I don't even like focus on that. Like if I've met people like literally like we literally, you know, like we did word on the street, and like there's people that like I've worked with that.
Oh yeah, the guy said bad B Damo.
Yeah, literally, you know. But like you see what I mean? Like that person's comfortable, like literally screaming out my name in the street. It's because like we have a bond. Like when we worked at KFC, we were cool, we were tight. Like things were cool. I never showed anything like, and they knew where I stood. And if people know where I stand, it doesn't mean that who I am is going to change. I'm still going to banter with you, no different than I banter with anyone else. So that's my take.
Hey, thanks, David. He did not get talking trophies cancelled. This is where we stand. Thank you,
You know,
boys. What do you guys got to say, man? Talk, boys.
So I think because this is new to society, I think we need to have more conversations like this about this topic, and people need to listen to each other so we can get to an understanding. Because when people don't support someone for their religious reasons or for a valid reason, it doesn't mean they hate them, they don't like them. It just means that this is not the way that we will support you, but we could support you in another way. You know, like at the end of the day, like I said, this is something that we need to talk about more, so we can understand each other. And like Damien said, like for example, because the person knew who he was, and he knew what he believed in, he understood him. So, and there was that respectful barrier.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing it's going to be, maybe it will take time for everyone to understand, but I think if you're a thinker, if you think, you will know how to help each other, you know, how to support each other.
And what do you got to say, man? Come on, Ahmed, man.
No, honestly, man, I think
Speak your heart.
I think both Damien and Ali hit it on the spot. I don't really have much else to say. Like at the end of the day, they didn't get discriminated for who they were. People just held their religious beliefs and said, look, we love you, we're still teammates, but we cannot wear this because it goes against our religion.
Yeah.
They didn't throw any attack or shade against the LGBTQ community. They just said, we can't support this for our religion, and that's the bottom line. It's not that we don't like you, we don't respect you as teammates, it's just it's not what we believe in.
We even seen this happen with a PSG PSG midfielder, Idris Gay. That guy, he actually, last season as well, when there was the week the PSG played, he stepped down. He said, I'm not going to play this week. And he said, due to personal reasons. And then he did it again this year. People went off of him. You know, a lot of people came after him. And what he did was pretty much, he said, listen, this is my religious beliefs. And people were thinking, oh, this guy's going to get shut down. He's going to get cancelled, whatever. This guy ended up being the number one tweeted guy on Twitter. People calling him a hero. There was something going, like there was a trend going, I stand with Idris. Like there was a hashtag going, saying that. So it shows like people just have that belief. End of the day, this is how you're gonna live in the world.
And if you go out, if you're trying to fix a problem and you're going out there and try to get someone and like attacking them, you're not trying to fix the problem. You're trying to create a more problem. You know, that's what I believe personally. At the end of the day, we're all entitled to opinion. If you're here to listen to me and I'm here to listen to you. You know, it's all about respect. Yeah. So I think attacking people is not a solution. You know, a solution is always come with a resolution. You know.
Hey, I got an interesting take, right? Do you feel like people, like, in order for you to be support, you have to be pro whatever that cause is? I feel like a lot of the time, like, if like let's say if the people want you to be like, people want you to support blacks, like you have to be pro-black. So you have to be overly supportive to like, for them to be satisfied. Yeah. But like, I feel like if you just do what's like, if you're like, for example, my take, if like, I can say this because we're like, our platform's not big, but if we were like, had millions of followers and I feel like I was to say that same thing that I said, I reckon people would try to come for me. Because like, just by simply saying like, I'm choosing to stand in my faith, but I'll still respect them. Like, I feel like that's not enough.
And remember, Damon, like I said, if someone's gonna come at you, because of your opinion, that means you don't have to listen to them. You know,
of course,
you know, because if they need to talk to you and listen to you, because that's how life works. You know, so like And you know, sometimes hate is good. It keeps you going.
So saying haters make you famous.
Yeah. What do you say?
But here, I've got another curveball. So let's just say with the situation with the NRL. So the people who were religious stepped down and decided not to play. Now let's just say the backlash goes onto them. Isn't that the same backlash that is kind of happening towards the LGBTQ community? So they're stepping down because obviously of their faith in religion. Now all the backlash is coming back to the religious people and to religion. So isn't that also being discriminative towards religion? Saying you can't support your beliefs and you can't believe in what you believe in?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like the
double-edged sword.
Yeah,
I think people need to think.
And I think that's what I was trying to say. I think that's what I was trying to say. Like, you have to be pro for like you to be seen as like supporting them, but like, cause like I think like simply doing a thing like, oh, I'm choosing not to play because you want to stand in your faith. They go, okay, they're anti. They go immediately, they're anti.
Yeah,
but they never said they're anti. They were just saying that we're not doing this because we don't support it. Yeah. And it doesn't. And just because you don't support it doesn't mean you're anti. It just means that you're just pro your religion, man. You're just supporting what you believe in.
And at the end of the day, man, like I feel like in the modern world we live in, that's what they like. There shouldn't be that suppression of religious beliefs. Like at the same time, people do. I gotta say, some people do take like the religion a bit too far.
Oh,
there are extremists to have like these things, like just coming out of their way saying, hey, this, that. End of the day, religion is subjective. If you choose to follow your religion, you follow it personally. Yeah. Religious is a self-experience. Yeah. It's not something where everyone, like you're getting, and then the day they say only God can judge me. So you're focusing on yourself making yourself a better Christian, Jew, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu. You're not really focusing on, hey, everyone around, like, you know what I mean? I got to watch everyone. That's what you're doing. I'm going to start pointing fingers at you. Yeah. End of the day, you can have your faith, your sexuality, your beliefs. You can do whatever you want, but you can't expect everyone to believe what you believe in. That's the modern world we live in.
100%.
But we all need to understand each other so we can respect each other, and that's it. And listen to each other, not attack each other because we don't have the same opinion, Yeah. I think it's not a solution,
And I personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with those players sitting out. They didn't go out of their way. They just said, hey, look, because of religious reasons, we're not going to play this game. That's it. End of the day, they lose. They don't get that weekly salary.
Yeah.
End of the day, I don't know how much an NRL player gets. They're probably losing $20,000, $30,000. And they're happy to lose that $20,000 for religious reasons. So they said, we're going to sit out. Because of this, we're not going to be out here hating on people. We're not hating on the community. Nothing. We're just sitting out this week. We don't believe in this. Move on. Next week we'll play. There's nothing about that. End of the day, the community still gets their players wearing the jumper. There's nothing wrong with it, But people got to understand that like everyone has their beliefs. End of the day, and if a player chooses to sit, that's their decision. All right, boys. Hey, you know how era it is. We start off with the serious topics, but then we jump over to a lighter topic. Then we go back to some serious topics. We go through it.
Nice,
boys. There's something we all love to watch. We all love watching whenever it comes on the news. I love watching it when it comes on my Facebook timeline. What is it called? Is it called timeline? Yeah. It comes on my timeline. It's the highway chases.
Yeah.
I love that show, bro. I love that show.
Who froths a good car chase with the fence?
Straight out.
That guy's driving suburb 120K is getting chased.
They got the helicopter camera going on them.
They got the helicopter cameras up. How good is it?
You know how old those shows are? They've been going for so long.
They've been going since the 2000s.
Yeah, longer.
You know which episode I reckon?
90s, man.
You know which episode I reckon did numbers? The one when they did the OJ chase. Remember they were chasing OJ? Come on, cuz you're OG, man. You should know this.
I had to think for a bit. They
chased him down and stuff.
AJ always gets numbers, man. I'm telling you, man.
That guy gets numbers.
He's got numbers, bro.
But this is the discussion I want to have about it. Should police be doing this stuff? Because despite us seeing the highway, we watch this stuff. A lot of the times, it always ends up with a car crash, and a civilian gets hit. Civilian gets hit, or there's a car. They run into like a pregnant lady. There's always like dark stories to it that they don't really emphasize. We love the highway chases, but end of the day, bro, and someone's gonna get hit. Someone driving at 150 kilometers down a freeway, someone's gonna lose their life.
I wonder first, how do they get those videos? Like, as a producer, like, what do you do? Like, hey man, do you have any spare videos I can borrow from you guys? Chuck on my show about what you did today. How would they get the videos in the beginning?
They record it. They have the cameras on them. And then also on top
They have
of
a
that,
crew.
There's a
They have a
cops
crew.
producer
they have a
show.
crew. They have a crew that works for
I
that
copped
station.
a video recording,
But
but it never went live.
How?
Me and my this was years ago, bro. Me and my mate
Careful
we
what
were
you say
racing
here, mate.
down.
Just,
That's alright.
might
We
suit
were
ya.
racing down road, and basically.
Oh, you're one of them, huh?
Yeah,
Nah, joking.
yeah. I am. This was years ago, but we got chased down by an undercover, and behind the undercover there were like 3 other cop cars behind them, and that was the crew, the camera crew.
I said they're actually part of the police.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's all police. They're all
okay.
police.
Okay.
And they all
Now I
come
get it.
down. The first patrol pulls you over, and then they come behind, and then they get their cameras out and everything, and then they start recording.
So what did they end up doing?
I wonder who started that idea.
Luckily, I got away with it. We both got away with it. No fine because they didn't catch our speed. Apparently, we were going too fast to catch our speed. Yeah. But yeah, they
Apparently,
just let us go.
If you're speeding for more than 2 minutes or 3 minutes in a certain speed, they can't stop you.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not sure. Yeah. In
Oh,
Australia,
no.
I think. I don't know about America, but
Because
And if you go if there's a certain kilometer police can go to, and if they go over it, they can get in trouble because they're not. The whole thing is they're meant to not encourage the other driver to go faster.
yeah, it could be worse.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, should these be happening? Because end of the day, police are going to chase them. And
Nah, they should. Nah.
There was a time when there was a lot of carjackings. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know, it was like 5-6 years ago. A lot of carjacking, some youngins,
Yeah.
carjacking. And these guys were going down Westgate, down highways,
Yeah.
flying, getting chased by cops. And you're just watching the videos on Channel 7. You're saying,
Yeah.
God damn. And then the day, most of the time, they crash into someone.
Oh, 100%.
You know? And I've even heard of stories, you know, from like boys that were like getting chased by cops and they hit someone, you know,
Yeah.
and like someone like almost lost their life or whatever, you know? And then it's like, should police stop chasing these people, let them get away with it, and then just look at the cameras later
no
on?
Way.
No, not a
No
chance.
way. You know why, cuz? Because then it's just the crime is gonna increase because it's gonna be too easy. Cuz imagine if you know.
Think about the northern suburbs.
Imagine you know, like you can literally just do a hit and just get away with it now. Cuz
No, you're not getting away with it. They'll track you. You know what I mean? They have cameras.
But saying like,
Because
so
if
they chase
you,
them.
but the thing is, half the time, if it's a serious crime, if it's that big of a crime, they burn the car. They need the whole thing is why they chase him is they have to catch him before they get to the stage of burning the car. Because once they burn the car, they get in another car and they're gone. They're done. They're free.
What are you thinking about Mr. Fast and Furious?
Now look, so I had my days of obviously having fun with cars and everything, but now growing older, you get a bit more responsible and you start looking at it from the bigger picture. And I honestly think like highway patrol should definitely be doing their job. Sometimes they do it excessively. Sometimes they use too much force. But definitely they should be on the road because I've seen a lot of times especially down in the northern suburbs, you'd know,
Yeah, for
Damien,
sure,
like Hume
cuz-
Highway, Micklem
Yeah.
Road. You see Mercs going down like on finance, going
Flying,
150,
bro.
160 on a 60 zone, and
Even
passing
bikes.
passing red lights. And if you're the one to turn, like there's no other option but to hit that person.
Cause the thing is, there's a couple more weeks, don't worry, in the northern suburbs that need to slow down. Because, you know, there was one time, I'm driving a normal, the Jazz, bro. This is my fam's car. And me, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get a bit cheeky, you know, on the speed.
On the Jazza.
Anyways, the guy's looking at me. He's thinking I'm trying to race him. I'm telling the guy, brother, I don't want to race. I'm G'ing the guy up. I'm doing this. I'm doing little accelerators, this, that. I'm looking at him. The guy got G'd up, flies.
Yeah.
He's thinking I'm going to chase him with a Honda Jazz that's 14 years old, that's about to break apart. Flies past me. Like, it looks at me, flies, does this little nod. Flies past me. Cuts through like 3 red lights, cuz.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's lucky to get away with it. He could have put how many people's lives in danger?
Cuz they don't
Over
care.
what? Just a black guy driving a Honda Jazz and nodding at him,
Yeah,
telling
they
him
don't
what's
care.
up.
Did he have a girl in the car with him?
Nah, it was just him, cuz.
Ah,
This
cool,
guy was
cool.
fighting
Cool,
demons,
cool.
cuz.
Sometimes, you know, they get excited when they have a girl in the car driving that Merc, the AMG, you know. They see a black guy, you know, it's a bit controversial, you know. It makes
But
them
cuz,
feel-
a Honda Jazz, I would have. No, but at the same time, it's like, so look, what I was saying was maybe if, let's just say coppers just stop doing these highway patrol, like chasing people down the highways and stuff, and not risking those casualties, because there's a lot of casualties. People don't realize it.
Yeah, but a lot more would happen because everyone's
A
just
lot
gonna be
more,
flying.
Bro. I'm telling you, from where I used to live, bro, for a good from probably 2016 to 2017, a good death would happen every single week. Every single week, someone would die from a car accident. for a good solid year.
From
Hey,
speeding,
and on
yeah?
the real,
From speeding.
on the real, when you're driving, like when you see a cop car, what do you immediately do?
You slow down.
You slow down when you
fuck
see a cop
speeds up
car.
when
So
you
if
see a
they-
cop car?
Checking
No,
your
no,
cars
no,
and
no,
that.
no. I'm not saying that. I wasn't saying implying that. I'm implying that let's just say there's a real, like, you're chasing someone down and you're like, okay, this guy's going at 180.
But what's the
Yeah.
percent of people who
I'd
will
say
actually keep going to the people who
Yeah.
would realize that they like fucked up and they slow down? What's the percent to that?
I'd say
I'd say a lot
yeah.
more people would slow down than speed up and
pull
try to
over.
get away.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I'm saying to that minority of like people that don't care and will put their lives and other people's lives at risk and continue racing off. Should police chase them?
100%. 100%. Because otherwise, then like you have that small percentage that would keep driving, but then you have that big percentage that would think it's cool to keep going, like just keep doing it because like there's no one pulling them over.
What about you? What are you gonna say?
Look, for me,
Are you a driver or not? North and Flemington boys, we barely drive. We spend more time on PTV than actually driving. What are you gonna say?
I think like I agree with Ahmed. It depends on the statistics, you know, on how many people get caught speeding. No, I think. Sorry, I'm just going to start again. I think you should definitely not stop the law, because if you stop that law and then let people speed the way they want to speed, especially the P platers and the green platers, they're gonna get excited. It's the weekend. They're already excited, you know, with the speed. So I think it differs statistically. I reckon it probably does. I haven't checked the statistics, but I think it does have a better outcome, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
What's your take on that, cuz? I just clocked, bro. You know the last question? He never actually answered. He just keeps swinging curveballs.
It's called
with
air raid.
questions.
It's called air raid.
Cuz,
It's
you never
called air raid.
answer.
You guys air raid. I'll put the questions that you guys air
Cuz,
raid.
you answer, cuz.
No, but what I say, to be honest, I think if you get to a certain, like, cuz if you chase someone at 180, that guy's gonna push to 200 if they can. They'll break down that car to get away from you. All I'm saying is, like, there's a point where the cop should be like, yo, all right, I gotta slow, like, you know what I mean? I gotta slow down, call someone down the road, or say units down there, chase, you know, there's gonna be a car approaching you, just be prepared. Something along those lines.
Okay.
And plus, we got modern technology. Cameras are everywhere now.
Usually when I watch the American shows, when the cops are chasing someone like that for a long time, it's usually he committed a hectic crime, like a murderer, a rapist or something, and they want to make sure they get him, you know? Yeah. But like if it's someone who's just in the like a young kid on the peas and all that, I think that 2-3 minute law should apply, because like you probably will cause more damage, you know?
But you know what's probably going through the cop's mind? If this is just a kid going for a joyride or something like that, he's going like, why is this guy going so fast? Like, there has to be more to this.
Maybe,
He probably just assumes he must have a load of drugs. He must have
Maybe on
guns in his
something.
car. He must have something like hectic.
Nah, I reckon someone driving at that pace, if you have drugs or guns in your car, you don't want to be driving at that pace. You want to be
But
driving
unless you're trying to get away.
Nah, as comfortable as possible. Like, you want to drive like a normal civilian, so you're not picking. But if you're driving 200 K's or 180,
You're asking for it, yeah.
You're asking for it.
Yeah.
You're asking for it. You're dying for it.
Yeah.
Get off my back. That's all I got.
You might be on camera.
Yeah. This one might get a bit personal, boys.
Okay.
You know, I was overseas, and then one of my boys gave me a call. I hope you're not watching this, but he gave me a call and he's like, "Hey, yo, Rev, what's going on?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yo, just chilling, man. I'm on holidays, enjoying vacation." And then this guy's like, "Hey, yo, can you do me a favor? Send me $100." In my head, I was thinking, I'm like, "Yo, I'm overseas. I'm on holiday. I need money. Why is this guy asking me for money, knowing that I'm overseas?" And then I said to him, "Cuz, I need money. You send me money." He said, "Oh, nah, oh, my bad. Oh, good. Don't worry about it." Hanged up. What are your thoughts, boys? Because I want to know it. That got me a bit dirty. And I'm like, you know, that's a good topic for air raid. What are your thoughts, boys, on lending money? Because
Okay.
it's easier to lend money. It's harder to get it back.
Look, first, you don't lend money to anyone. You know, you're gonna lend money to someone that you know, you trust, family member,
Yeah.
like someone you know. So, and then it depends how much money. For example, if I'm overseas and someone's calling me, wants money, I'll be like, man, I'm desperate. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what's going on, bro? I mean, like, what's going on? Like, I'll ask questions, you know? And if it sounds valid to me, I'll send them, because that's desperate, you know, like, you know? But if it's just because he's gone down his list and he's calling people or whatever, I'll be like, I'll give him a talk. What's wrong with you, bro? You know what I mean? Like, you know? Like, you know, pull up. You know what I mean? you know? But look, every case is different.
Because I know you probably got a lot in your life, Ali. You get it, cuz, especially living in the area, cuz,
Man,
brother.
trust me,
Wallah.
bro, like and now for me, it's like if I give someone money, if I like them, and that's the only way I'll give you money because I might not get it back. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah.
so then like if I like you, I'm like that's it, I'll leave it to Allah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? But if it's big amount of money, I'm not rich, bro. You know what I mean? And then you do it properly. You put it on paper like a contract. You know, I lend this guy money and and write the day you're gonna get back, and that's it. That's all you can do. You know. But remember, if it's for me, if it's an option, then I'll try to help as much as I can. If it's not an option, I can't do it. That's it. You know.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
But I reckon 9 times out of 10, bro, I actually end up forgetting. I swear, I end up forgetting I've lended them money or I shouted them or whatever, man. Sometimes, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care, man. Like, yeah, you're not going to get it back or whatever, but at the end of the day, I reckon it's better to give than to receive. Like, so, I don't know, man.
No, I'm not saying like that. Shouting food, that's standard. I'm talking about, hey, cuz, send me 200.
And you're overseas.
Or you're
No,
overseas.
not obviously. Just in general,
okay.
like,
Okay,
hey,
go.
send me 200. Send
Yeah.
me. Bro, one guy got confidence like, hey, cuz, you got $2,000 spare.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, what's going on, cuz, you know? Like, I'm talking about that, like, money,
Okay.
proper money that, like, you know, you feel it, not feel it, but like, you be like, okay, here, I'm lending you this.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. It's like, it's tough because, like, you always look at your circumstances, what you're going through. But, yeah, I find it because it's always on their end, bro. They have to pay it back. Otherwise, it's just, yeah. I don't know. It's a dog move. And I think what you guys, at the end of the day, man, that's their demon they have to battle, man. If they're like, going to take money and just not give it back, promising, you know, all that stuff, man. I don't know.
And then you get to know the person more, you know. You be like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
now I know
but
what kind of
okay, I know
person
what
you
you
are.
like. Yeah.
You know. You say that sometimes it's a bad way to find out who the person
Oh,
is. You know?
literally, bro.
Because it's like you have circumstances too, you know.
Exactly.
We all have circumstances, you know. So, but it tells you a lot about the person.
And it tells you a lot, but even like, even like being, you know, when you have to call them up, ask for your own money back.
Oh, bro, bad.
Don't you feel like the worst person?
And then they make you feel like you're being annoying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And the excuses, man. I swear, there's so many times it's just like, oh yeah, I have it by this day.
And what are you going to say?
Honestly, man, it depends on the situation. Like Ali said, it just depends. Obviously, sit down or over the phone, ask some questions. What do you want it for? What's going on? If it's valid, and I have the money to give, I'll give it. Because
But what about let's just say you listen to them. Listen to their point. It's not valid. Are you still going to tell them, hey,
no,
like, how you
if
going to
it's
tell
not-
someone your point's not
if-
valid? I'm not giving you the money.
No, it just depends on what they want it for.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want it for shit that's just fucking ridiculous, bro. At that point, you just tell them, pull up. Tell them, pull up. What are you doing with your life? And if they don't want to listen, tell them, don't contact me. Like, why would you want someone like that in your life?
Exactly.
On some real shit.
Yeah, you got a point there, man. Me, at one point, what do you mean? At one point, I was lending money so much. I used to have it on my notepad. This person owes me money. And the thing is, you know how you feel like you feel like a dog asking for your money back?
Yeah.
How I used to have called on this day. Well, I was on that vibe because like so many people owing me money. But at one point, I felt like I was the bank for my area. And I think because everyone just thought I was working. And I'll call, I'll be like, okay, strike. And I used to have like a strike one rule. I lent this guy money once, didn't give me. Strike two, hey, cuz, yeah, I gave you money twice, you didn't pay up. And then they're like, oh, cuz, that person never calls me again for money. I owe him one. Do you know what I mean?
That's a fair system, man. I like that.
But I feel like, I don't know, I did that personally because I'm like, yo, it's like, I'm working hard for my money.
Yeah.
And now I got to work even harder to get it back.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't want to feel like that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
It's not wrong being that guy, but it's when you're pushed to be that guy, you feel like, why am I that guy? But then it's like, man, like I want my money, and when you're going through a hard time, I was there for you. Why are you making me feel like why are you making me feel like it's a hard time? Give my money back, you know? Like it's but they don't think that tells you that it works both ways, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So me, that's when the line is crossed, you know. But like I said, it depends on the person's situation. You know what I mean? Some people need support, you know, and then
Hashtag 2022. If you're dying, you go to the hospital, you need to pay for surgery, don't ask us for money. Is that what we're saying?
Nah.
No, we're not saying that. We're just saying
hey-
just think for us and we think for you. You know what I mean?
Hey, but actually, the only time I don't feel bad when I'm asking back is when it's my tax return time. Like, as in, like, you know, like I'm trying to save up. I want to buy something so bad, but I'm running short on the funds. That I have confidence. I go, hey, bro, remember that day? That's what I need.
Are you that guy that says, hey, remember that day?
No, because if I give someone a lot of money and it's like, you know, if it's like $200 I lent them and like they went quiet on me, they said they'll pay me back and it's been months and they're quiet, I'll give them that reminder then. Confidently.
It's smart because you know they got the
It's
tax
just-
return. You know they're gonna get big amounts back.
Yeah,
That's a good time to us. Smart man.
And then I'll tell them, hey, listen,
Tactical.
hey, bro, it's been this long. There's a bit of interest on it now, cuz it's gonna be about.
Nah, we don't do that interest,
I'll
cuz.
play.
But hey, you know what? You know me. I used to ask on Wednesdays and Thursdays because that's when Centrelink used to pay. So I know what days boys get the Centrelink cash. So I know when to ask them, and I ask them around 11 a.m. Always 11 a.m. because I know the funds come in around 12:1. So I get them ready because I say, hey, cuz, you know your Centrelink's coming in. I know what day you get it and stuff. These guys look at me sometimes. They just say, cuz, this is why you shouldn't have studied economics and finance. Boys, I think we're gonna wrap up after this topic. This one's a chill one. We can talk about it a bit, have a laugh. If you guys are still watching, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button and check us out on the.
And if you owe us
Spotify.
money, pay us back.
And if you owe me money too, pay me back.
or at least make a comment, support us. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
Payments gone.
Australian people don't comment as much.
They don't know.
Australians, like, we don't comment on videos and stuff, like, compared to like other places, America, UK and stuff, they actually comment like.
I think
Yeah.
it's population too. You know, because we have a
Population,
small population.
yeah.
Yeah, compared to America. America's
Yeah.
300 million. You
Yeah.
know?
No, but like people here would not like say, hey,
We
let me
mentally
put a comment.
support. We look at it, we go, man, they're killing it,
yeah.
and we won't do
Yeah,
nothing.
I know what you're saying, I know
But
what
when we
you're
see,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
love, bro. I say half my boys are mental support. They'll
Yeah.
say, and you know what's crazy? They'll say specific moments, the video they watch. They'll actually like they have memory of it.
What
They
do you mean?
remember it, they
One
respect
guy
it.
broke it down to me. He said, hey, at 15th minute, I didn't agree with you on this. I said, Kazi, why don't you comment on it, Kaz?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of commenting, but I don't comment. I'm like,
Yeah.
people don't comment here. It's not a culture. We don't have that culture yet.
Maybe they're afraid to say the wrong thing, you know? But they don't know that when you're commenting, it's not about being right or wrong. You're just making a comment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Make a fake account and comment even. You can do that.
Yeah, just get burners.
Speaking on America and the UK as well, bro, bangers dropping from the UK, man. How can I be homophobic? My girl is gay. What is that line? Hit a man with the top, leave him topless. Not even the sticky is gay. What is after that? Oh no. Say that I love my brothers, but I don't swing that way. The man don't celebrate Eid. The trap's still open on Christmas Day. That's a banger song. Doja, it's a song by Central C, Doja. But hey, that song jumped. And what are we thinking, boys? There's 10 mil in 2 days.
Why are you saying the song is good song? You're
The
saying
song,
the comments?
Yeah,
or
no, the song jumped. The song went viral like crazy, like UK, and like a lot. Is UK? I was gonna ask, is UK rap better than American rap right now?
I like it more personally because I can relate to it. I like the stuff they talk about. It's more entertaining. American rap is just, I feel like it's on repeat, and it's just good beats. But the UK rap is good beats, mad stories, and we can relate to it. And it's like similar vibes. That's my
And do you think it's better than the US rap? So right now,
I think there's more hits coming through there, and it's more interesting. But better it's hard to say. But I think it depends. Like you know what? Right now, I think UK is killing it, man. Yeah, I think I like the sound more there.
Bro, I feel like UK is booming, especially in Australia, man. Like you see every like teenager. I swear, 9 out of 10 teenagers I see tech fleece to the top, bro. Even summer, man. I remember going down St Kilda and I saw some youngin', bro, just fully like hooded up with the fur coat ones. I said, bro, it's like 28 degrees. Like, what are you doing here, man? Like, but they're dressing like a roadman still. But yeah, UK is huge. But me personally, I think I prefer US rap, man.
yeah.
For US rap, yeah.
What about Ahmed? Ahmed's a heavy US boy.
No, to be honest, man, I'd say right now, definitely UK. I think UK rap is where US rap was probably around 10 years ago, 8 years ago, where I think US rap right now is just, everyone's made it. All the rappers who did it have had their come up, they've told their stories, and now everything's just on repeat. Whereas UK, because the scene's popping right now, everyone's coming out and telling their stories, which is why it's popping. It's something new, it's something fresh. More cultural, yeah. What the US had like 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago with gangster rap and then the trap. Now it's the UK's turn to tell their story.
So when are the Aussies gonna tell their stories?
Bro, it's low-key coming up more and more. Like, but it's not on the same scale. But like, bro, Aussie music is actually huge in UK. I didn't know that. Like, Aussie music is huge in UK.
I think it's pretty. I think Aussie rap here is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's because we're Aussie. Sometimes we make it feel like we don't like, but I actually like it. Yeah. Good beats. I like Sydney, for example. Sydney music. Sydney. It's actually pretty cool, man. Like, you know, I like the sound. Yeah.
The Islanders are running amok, man.
The
Islanders are holding their ground, man.
Yeah, they are.
I'm telling you, and I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a couple brothers that are hating on them.
Yeah.
There's a couple brothers that are hating on the Islanders, but I feel like the Islanders are telling their stories and shout out to them.
They're doing a good job.
I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
I love what the
They
Islanders.
dropped the guitars and they got the shoulder bopping.
Yeah,
the
man.
UK
They go
style,
hard.
man.
But I feel like they need to find their own sound soon. They need to like shift somewhere where they find their own sound, and then I reckon it'll take that to the next level.
I think they're low key getting there because a lot of Islanders can sing, and there's some of these songs they're doing like that kind of like, you know, that drill kind of singing vibe. They're starting to hop on that, and they actually sound pretty cool, man.
Guys, they should do the island songs, guys. Oh, you know what? You know, it'd be a banger. If any Islanders are watching this, like maybe doing like the hack or something at the start of a video clip, or even having that as a background, or in a video clip. Get a bit cultural, you know what I mean? Because they actually have a rich culture.
They do, yeah.
The Islanders actually have a nice, beautiful culture, and I feel like if they bring that in, that'll tell an even better story or something, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know the Australian rap, like especially the Islanders, they're actually big in New Zealand. Bigger than some of the artists in New Zealand. Imagine that, yeah. So they sounds pretty good, you know?
They're doing all right.
Yeah, they're doing all right because the stories are pretty good.
Even me, I like the UK artists. I like Dave.
Yeah, Dave is pretty good.
Because I remember watching Dave from, what's it called? 6 Parts? He made a project, it was called 6 Parts. That was insane, bro. And then he makes little, and he actually like spits like real stuff. Like talks about real things happening in his life.
And we get mentioned, Eritreans and Somalians get mentioned. You know, like East Africans are
that's
getting
the only
mentioned.
thing.
You know, like it's
Wallahi, cuz
Yeah.
if Eritreans and Somalis were getting mentioned in US Raps, we'll be jumping on it hard. But because UK, it's related because you know why, bro? Eritreans over there, big like, you know what's the biggest thing? You know what Eritreans are known for in UK? They're women.
I think in the world, bro.
Nah, I'm saying in the UK, but
Yeah.
like these guys apparently love Eritrean women. Cause I know someone that was there, and he's like, every time they ask him, "Hey, where you from?" Bro, he's going, even religious brothers, like he'll go mosque and stuff. They say, "Brother, where you from?" He'll say Eritrea. The first thing they do is they look at him, they go, "MashaAllah." And he's tripping. The first time he tripped there, he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "MashaAllah, for what?" He goes, "You have very beautiful women." He went to another guy. The guy looks at him. He goes, "Where you from?" He goes, "Eritrea." He goes, "Damn, man, you guys got some baddies." I was like, he said something along those lines, you know? And I was saying, damn, Eritreans are doing all right there, huh?
Hey, but mashallah, we do have beautiful women.
Yeah, shout out
worldwide,
Eritrea.
man. They're slowly coming up, man. You see more Eritrean artists and stuff too. I saw some guy, bro, some LA guy I don't even remember his name, man. But some LA guys put on the come up there. Yeah,
Nipsey Hussle,
you had Nipsey,
Tiffany Haddish,
Safe.
Yeah. We have
Is Amine
Dino
from Ethiopia or Eritrea?
Who?
Amine.
No, I think he's Ethiopian. I know
Yeah.
Yeah. Half, yeah.
There's a lot of half.
Half shout out then.
Who else? Who would you say?
Half a shout out then.
But yeah, man, I feel like UK is doing this thing right now because it's talent, and the artists they all have a different vibe about them, and they're very unique.
Yeah.
And you know what I think is too the thing about artists is when they touch into that creative space, when they start pushing their sound and getting around it. Like I feel like while I messed with like Young Thug, Travis Scott, because they were like the new boys, you know what I mean, in town. They were pushing that new sound, Future and stuff.
And they had their own stories as well.
And they had their own stories as well. That's why this guy.
You know what else I was gonna say is different about UK, but because also people don't know about this. Afrobeats, a lot of Afrobeats artists are actually UK. Like they got like, you know, the heritage is actually Nigeria or South Africa. But like they literally like they're born in UK or they grew up in UK, they migrated to UK. So that's why like a lot of UK artists, you see them, they migrate into like the Afrobeats genre. They hop on the Afrobeats. You have Dave on an Afrobeats song, Stormzy on an Afrobeats song, and then even some of these drill songs, they're drill, but they're on that summer Afro vibe with it too. So they got that cultural influence too.
Yeah, that's beautiful about it too. You know, they're experiencing their culture with sound even. Yeah. When are we gonna get the Eritreans go?
You never know, man. You never know.
Boys,
Hey,
is this not a crazy beat? Is this not a crazy drill beat? It goes. You know the seconds,
Yeah.
and then you dun, dun, and check on that drill beat in the background.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Shoulder
Or
bopping.
even,
And then
Saho in there too, yeah?
imagine a house mix.
Ooh.
Wow.
Because I'm telling you, Eritrean, I like the Eritrean culture, man. It's rich,
Yeah.
man. We just didn't explore it as much.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like the generation here, even you, Ali, you guys are first, like you guys have been first generation. You guys came early on.
Yes.
You guys are a bit more cultural than us. Do you feel like we're a bit less engaged culturally?
No, I think you guys are pretty good too. You know, I think because we have a rich culture. We know like what we know is enough, but obviously we can know more. But I think it's like, who's gonna teach us? You know, like that's the problem. It's not like the only information we know is from our parents or what we see, and so it's. But I think what we know is that, like, for example, my sister's born here and she can speak the language. You know, like, you know, she can speak the language. You know, that's pretty good. You know. Like,
I like it. I like the fact that even we have like the young Australian Eritreans, young Eritrean community, stuff like that happening. If they do more events, you get more culturally aware, you know, and people come, they feel more comfortable to come in and stuff, you know.
It's just too much politics. That's the problem, you know, and that's what usually slows it down. There's not much politics, and we're just here because we want to learn our culture and learn about our people, and that's it. I think we can definitely get more. We can get somewhere with it, you know. But it's the politics slows it down. The Eritreans, they love the politics.
Yeah.
You have a question?
You know how like our parents do all the cultural jabana, the buna, all the stuff. I'm sure you reckon in like 10 years time the next generation will keep doing that cultural things, or like we'll start losing bits and pieces of that kind of stuff.
Man, I think Javana would definitely hold it down, bro.
All I'm saying is, if wifey's not making that go when I come back from Shogol, I'm getting dead. What are you gonna say?
No, I mean, we've had our talks living here.
Yeah.
Couple nights, we've had our talks. I think restricting it to the weekends is definitely a good thing, but like day to day, you got to do what you got to do. You know, you can't. Shout out to our parents and everything, but you just can't fall complacent, especially in this modern Western world, especially with the next coming up generation. You can't afford to fall complacent and just waste away the hours that you have after work. Got to be doing something with it. That's my take.
You know what I reckon happens? I reckon you hit an age of maybe like 30 or like 35. Like, and I feel like if you're like probably born in Australia, you'd be like, fuck, I need to like incorporate more of my culture into my household. You might just naturally just start doing it later. Like even like in your 20s, like when you guys here, you know, you guys might not be doing it now, but I feel like when you guys are married, settled, you got kids, you're probably gonna want to start doing that hard, you know?
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty heavily cultured. Like even me, like I walk around the house with a jalabia. I talk on Bukhud, you know, I have the Quran playing. Like even there, put the poster up of the, you know. I feel like, I don't know, because I grew up in a house, but the thing is, my house I never grew up in a family that was cultural. My family is more religious. I'd say, like you guys know, obviously my family, it's more on the religious side, but we have the cultural aspects that, you know.
But
like,
your dad's very patriotic when it comes to Eritrea.
Oh, because he's patriotic. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, my dad's patriotic heavy.
Yeah,
He loves
and
Eritrea.
it's been like that for a long time, bro.
But but like the thing is,
in a good way, you know.
He never like got us into like Eritrean music. I don't know Eritrean music. We didn't play music in the house. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know, we never got into like knowing the artists or, you know, dancing in the house and stuff like that. It's fun, you know, when we do with cousins and stuff, but we never really got that side of it. I got more of the like, you know, this is Eritrea, this is our culture. Yeah. My dad does his political stuff, and it's like mainly like if you're in my house, it's either Quran bumping or and Hadith bumping. There's nothing else.
Hey, you know our uncle in Canada is like a huge fan of Eritrean music. Like he's a fanboy.
Yeah,
like, takes photos with them, posts it on Facebook. I'm dying, man. I'm seeing his posts on Facebook, bro. You know what he does? He posts a photo of him and the artist, and then the next story, I don't even know how he's doing stories like that, but then the next story is the actual artist's song, like a video clip or something. Yeah.
So
He's proud, you know.
It's going hard,
I've got a
man.
question for you. So do you feel that you'll be keeping in touch with your culture, like say what Shan said with the Jabana and everything, day in, day out, as much as your parents do?
Nah, not day in, day out. I wouldn't even say weekly, to be honest. Probably have gawa once a month or something. I feel like, you know, like I don't think the beauty of the gawa and stuff is drinking the actual coffee. It's the feeling of having your family around.
the gathering.
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's days sometimes my parents will be having gawa. They'll literally call us out. We're grown men still. Come to the living room. Just sit down, you know? Just so we can feel like we're talking and stuff. And the thing is, when I went to Sudan, I actually felt that. and it was beautiful. Like, you're literally sitting there, you're talking, you're having gawa after the meal, you know, you're having a laugh, you're talking to your cousins. It's a beautiful feeling. We just got to appreciate it more.
And there's, you know, the thing is, when you think about it too, when you're sitting there, there's a lot that you talk about, you know? There's a lot of problems you resolve. There's a lot of information you get, you know, about, you know, things. But when you're not, for example, you know how your parents say, hey, come out, man, come and join us, because that's how they're going to, like, interact with each other. That's their way, you know? It's a sort of like for our parents, like counseling without going to counseling, you know? Just the thing that we do. And me personally, I actually I want something like that to carry on for me personally, because I like coffee. I don't like die for coffee, but I like the vibe, you know, when you were sitting down with family, and I love it, especially with older people, you know, the aunties and stuff, sitting down having a chat to them, and it's funny.
I think it's good for the younger generation as well. Even me, like when I was young, just sitting down, that's where I got my confidence to talk with older people. From that, well, because if it wasn't for the gawa,
there you go.
I would never talk to older people.
100%.
There you go. But it was until like literally like I got to like 16, 17, you know, we'll have guests over. My dad would be like, come in the living room, sit down, you know, and having gawa, and it'll chuck me a little, give me a shot of the gawa, you know. I'll take a sip, I'm like, this is too strong for me. But I was sitting down, they'll just talk on stuff, and they'll tell me, what do you think on this? And like just developing that confidence, it helped me with my Arabic as well, to even talk with these adults, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's a good feeling, man. And I hope it's something I could take into the next generation.
I think definitely the new generation is definitely richer. They actually love their culture. They really love their culture, you know. I don't. Even food, our food is good too. You know, we've got restaurants. You know, like people go to our restaurants. So I think it just hasn't been promoted like America or like Canada. You know.
Yeah.
I think we're getting there. You know.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah.
But hey, I think we should wrap it up here. How do you feel? Ali? This is your debut, Kaz. How do you feel? You're a bit nervous at the start. You got past it.
Like I'm not nervous. I was just never done this before, so it was just like
Cruising with it.
Yeah, see how it goes, you know. But yeah, man,
How'd you enjoy it?
I like it. Am I gonna come again soon or what, man?
Mate, we'll see.
I got a lot to say, bro.
We'll see what the people gotta say, man. The people
Guys,
gotta say
if you need me, comment, like, do something, you know, to get me back.
100%. Ahmed, what are you saying, Kaz?
I'm always happy to be here. You know, sometimes in the behind the scenes of the podcast and everything, but I'm always happy to be here. Always happy to be a part of the crew, help around.
Shout out, Kaz.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
mate.
Yeah, mate. Damn, what are you gonna say before we wrap up?
Episode, boys. Honestly, it's good to be back. I love it. You know, it's always good just talking. It's nice. Today's episode is nice, man. It's just family, talking about culture, talking about, you know, we're talking about like social issues. So no, it was cool.
Shout out Sean as well in the back. He's doing the camera work. Shout out to you, Sean. We were Mesher away this week, you know, so Sean actually is managing all the audio, all the things. So shout out to Sean for doing that. Besides that, make sure you guys do subscribe. I know I said it a lot today, but you know, hit us with that subscribe button. Share this around if you guys enjoyed this episode. Besides that, thanks boys for jumping on, and stay humble. Faith.
If I pull up, is it lit? Beeping by the gate, I've been beeping by the gate, I've been damn all these stars on my head. Okay, it's cool.